You are here, Soul Tribe. My gosh. Anybody else having YouTube issues? My goodness. It's horrible. I was actually texting with Morgan, and she said she was having issues, and I was like, my God, me too. So I don't know what's going on, you guys. I don't know what's going on, but I tell you what, here's what's been going on with me. I've been sick, very sick. Obviously, I'm doing better now. I did not look like this a few days ago. I'll tell you that right now. I'll tell you that right now. Okay, who do we got in here? It's so funny. It says that no one's here, but I have tons of comments. What did Morgan say? Spiritual warfare going on right now. Okay, David, I see you here, brother. Shallow radio lady. You stayed up, darling. You stayed up, sister. I'm proud of you. I mean, not that you need me to be proud of you. Not sure if it's a good thing or a bad thing that you stayed up for a night live. Amity, Avalon Acres, beautiful sister. So glad to have you here. I'm here. Naja, can you guys hear me? YouTube going down in Michigan. Happy 11/11. Hope everyone is staying positive in the center. In the center. Isn't that the question? Where's it at? Where's your center at? Where's your center at? Something's going on, you guys. Something's going on. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. So I was very sick, as many of you know. And I had a bunch of fever dreams. My fever got out of control. And the dreams I had were, some of them meant nothing. There were some that were like kind of silly. And then there were some that made me think about things. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go ahead and share this. It's kind of private, but I'm going to share. I mean, you know what I mean? It's a dream that's hard for me to talk about, but it's interesting. So I had this dream, and it was an over and over again dream. Have you ever experienced sleep paralysis? Where you're sleeping and you know that you're dreaming, but you can't move. You can't wake yourself up. You can't do anything. It's a very helpless feeling. It's terrifying, especially your first few times. And I have sleep paralysis a few times a year. I always say sleep paralysis, it's like a cold sore. It comes a few times a year and it goes away just as fast. But it's not fun to experience whenever you don't know what's going on, right? You're lost in the sauce. And it's very rare that it's an enlightening experience until well after you've experienced it. Well, I had a big bout of it during my fever dreams, of course. And I do think a lot of it is psychological. I think a lot of it is physiological. I think that we just can't really know what's going on when it comes to fever dreams. But this one that I had was me laying in bed, and I'd already been through a few times of trying to get out of the bed, and I was paralyzed. I couldn't move. And for the first time in my life, my arms were up here, and I was laying down. Normally, when I have sleep, or anytime I'm sleeping, I'm always on my side. I'm like strangely like covering all vital organs essentially and protecting myself. And I'd had a few times of trying to get out of the bed and I couldn't. And I suppose it was my subconscious that reached out to an old friend. Her name is Kristen, and we grew up together. She was an old high school friend. However, she came into my dream and she was smiling just her happy self. She's the smiliest, happiest person in the world, except for in this instance, I did not want her to be smiling. I needed her help. And I was paralyzed and I was like, Kristen, I need you to get me out of here. I need you to get me out of here. And she said, okay, we just have a few more things to take care of. And she's smiling, like so happy. And I was like, okay. It just invoked a lot of trust in me. And she pulled over a table, and it was a metal medical table. And she turned around to me, and all of a sudden she was wearing this white doctor's jacket. And she had a really tall medical assistant behind her, but I could only see the medical assistant from the chest down. And all I could see is their jacket. All I could see is that they were enormous. They were twice her size in width and well over her in face. It was kind of like the way you see me now. Anything above is cut out of the picture. It was a picture. And I could see her coming at me. And she came at me, and she took a medical saw, and she cut me open from the sternum. And she was smiling the whole time. She was like, it's okay. It won't hurt that bad. And she was like, I could hear like stuff sawing and opening, and she cracked me open. And she started reaching into me like I was Mary Poppins' bag. And she pulled out all kinds of things. She pulled out drink coasters. She's like, oh, this doesn't need to be in here. Tons of drink coasters, actually. There were a lot of drink coasters, like ceramic ones, cardboard ones you get at the bar, all kinds of drink coasters. Speaking of, it is a nightlife. Put your kids away. And then she pulled out a lamp, one of those tall ones that sits in the corner. And she's very happy about the whole thing. She's like, it's okay, don't worry. It doesn't hurt that bad. And she's putting her arm in and pulling all kinds of things out. All kinds of things, you guys. I wish I could remember everything right now, but she was pulling out dried fruit. Okay, this is kind of gross. This is kind of gross. This is a lot gross. She's pulling out like dried fruit, like mangoes and raisins and all kinds of dried fruit. And she was like snacking while she's going along, pulling out like a goldfish. She pulled out a goldfish, but it wasn't a goldfish like, hey, I'm holding up a goldfish. It was like a goldfish in a bowl. And she was like, oh, that doesn't belong here. And then she emptied me out, all this junk. She kept pulling stuff out of me. And then she looked at me and she smiled. She said, I don't see anything else. I know that you think there's a problem, and I want to fix it, but I can't find anything. And then she looked down into my core, and she said, it's just a shell. And she said, she put her ear to it, to my open cavity. I know it's totally gross and weird, but she said, I think I can hear the ocean. And she said, hello, hello, hello. And it started echoing. Right? So, some intense dreams that made me feel like this for a minute. Okay? So if anyone else has been having some intense dreams that made you feel a little peculiar, a little curious, yes, there's something going on. So, let's go ahead and see what they're wanting to say. Wow, I just got the deck again. I have some things way down deep in my subconscious that I'm not wanting to heal. So I assume if you are resonating with my channel, what's in that cavity of yours? There's something there. Might need to change perspective. Hang upside down off the bed. Flip around. Make a sacrifice, right? Something is rising to the surface. Something. Okay. Today, we are going to pull animal spirits, Because I'm feeling it. Because I'm feeling it. Okay? Animal spirit deck. You will feel one card more than all the rest. However, they will likely tell a story. But if you feel a twirl in your belly, a clench on your heart, a lump in your throat, that's your card. Negative or positive, right? Negative or positive. That's your card. Are you guys able to hear me? Because it's showing that I have 0 viewers. However, I'm still getting comments and I'm seeing some people are still having issues. Blackout? What is up with YouTube? Gosh, I bet this doesn't even post. We'll go through with it anyway for anybody that is here. Right. Let's do a little music. See if it'll change things up. Open it up. I welcome all guides of the light, all angels, those of higher consciousness wanting to help their tiny humans down here on this incredible path. I can see and hear, however, I get the feeling others cannot connect to this video. Yeah. Thanks, David. All right, spirits, give me a song. Let's change up the frequency. They're saying something is tilted. Something is tilted. It's okay. It's okay. It's a moment, and we expect every moment to be trustworthy, right? Time has to catch up sometimes because time doesn't exist. Things are adjusting. Things are moving. Things are moving. Things are adjusting, they're saying. All right, give me a song. Calling in all spirit guides, angels, beings of the light, passed on loved ones of the light who wish to assist their beautiful humans down here. I feel very alone right now. I have no comments. It's showing 0 viewers, but I'm feeling people out there. Like David earlier. His comment popped up and I don't know why. Buffalo Spirit. The abundant universe will provide. How interesting that we pulled the Buffalo Spirit. The ground is thundering from beneath. It will devour. There's something coming. Something very old. Something before you, something before I, something before us. 10. End of cycle, beginning of a new. The Buffalo Spirit is rumbling, asking you to listen to the thunder, to feel the ground beneath your feet. All right, little Janis Joplin. That's what keeps popping into my head. I tried to avoid it and then comes back around. The Giraffe Spirit, see the big picture. There's a message here. See the big picture. 29. Also an 11. Today is November 11th. So 10 to 11. Buffalo Spirit says the abundant universe will provide. We have to have faith. We have to let go of attachment. Busted flat in Baton Rouge, waiting for a train, and I'm feeling near as faded as my jeans. It's too much. Bobby thumbed a diesel down just before rain. rode us all the way to New Orleans. Yeah, well, I broke my harpoon and my dirty red bandana. I was playing soft while Bobby sang the blues. Yeah, windshield wipers slapping time. I was holding Bobby's hand in mine. We sang every song that driver knew. Yeah, freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing. Oh, it's nothing, honey, if it ain't free. Hey, feeling good was easy, Lord, when we sang the blues. Feeling good was good enough for me. Mm-hmm. Good enough for me and my Bobby McGee. Na na na, na 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 na, na 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 na, na 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 na, Bobby McGee. La di da di da da, la di da di da, la di da da na, Bobby McGee. Na na na, na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey, na Bobby McGee, yeah. Oh, Lord, 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 Lord. Hey, 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 Bobby McGee, yeah. Interesting. All right, what I'm seeing here, the abundant universe will provide. Feel the thunder rumbling underneath you. This cycle is ending. There's an old dream becoming a new dream. There is an old dream becoming a new dream. Do you remember when the Indians, when the Native Americans were close to the earth, when the pagans, when the tribal, when the Celtics were close to the earth? An old dream is rising up, becoming a new dream. Thank you, Angela, darling. I appreciate you, sister. Moving from that 10 into an 11 of the giraffe. See the big picture. See the big picture. So many of us get lost in the sauce of our everyday activities. You may as well spend all day wiping your ass. We're trashing our own birthday cake. Right? Remember, it's a nightlife. Adults only. Badger spirit. Be fearless and be bold. The guy's looking at you. Would anybody think of a badger that way? He's saying be fearless and be bold. Right? Electric eel spirit, bring your ideas to life. And this is the most terrifying at all, right? The most terrifying of all. I said at all. The most terrifying of all. 24 also is 6, the number of love, also the number of choices. Be fearless and be bold. You have electricity. You have magic. Something within you. Let's clarify these. I'm excited about this. Excited. All right, I'm going to read a little bit of Buffalo Spirit. We'll pull one Isis at the very end for the soul tribe who sticks in there with me. You guys, I'm feeling funky. I'm feeling funky. The abundant universe will provide. If you pulled this card, remember, you can resonate with one card, all cards, 2 cards, 3 cards, or no cards. Listen to the notes that resonate with your soul. The thing that gives you a twirl in the belly. Even if you feel a negative reaction towards it, there's something you need to hear there. Listen to what resonates. The buffalo spirit comes to you now to remind you of the amazing manifesting power of gratitude and the extraordinary potential available to you when you adopt the mindset of abundance. The ancient people of the Americas saw the buffalo as a symbol of abundance because the herds roamed far and wide and provided so many gifts: the meat, the hide, the bones. The tribes who hunted the buffalo used every bit of them, wasting nothing, appreciative of the abundance. So too do you have many gifts available to you now. Buffalo spirit appears to let you know that you are in a powerful time to manifest your desires. Not by force or pushing. Sorry, I have a ringing in my ear. That's why I keep. Not by force or pushing, but rather by following a natural path that rises up before you, trusting that there is always plenty to go around. Whether it be love or money, inspiration or support, it is all there for you to claim. When you are grateful, you immediately align yourself with the truth that the world is rich and already teeming with resources. There is always more than enough, and you are always enough. At this time, you can expect all of your intentions and needs to come to form that is right for you. That is right for you. Okay, I want to make that clear. All of your intentions, desires, and dreams can come to form when you are aligned with your truest self, and therefore aligned with the truest of all. You can truly align with this frequency that says, when you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires will come to you. If your heart is in your dreams,